and MSK SilverSands sponsored 4yo auction. Maiden head on their way now towards their first of 15 fences in all. Prominent Libra with towards that one's outside Celtic Order, and they in turn are being followed next up in the field by Macklehatton, with just in behind them as they make their way on down towards fence number 1. Races Double 10, one of 2 runners in the contest for the Cormac Doyle yard. His stable companion American Trio is a couple of lengths behind him, being followed by It's Just the Way I Am. If the Shoe Fits is last but one, and last of all in green is Tourmaline. Racing on now towards number 2, and over in front with the advantage it is Celtic Order under Jamie Scallon, who has the call. Make the way into the bend. It's going to take them downhill into the back straight, and as they do so, Celtic Order from Peppards Libra in second spot, Macklehatton around the outside in third. They're being followed next up in the field as all change up front is coming through. The lead there is Double 10, so it's Double 10 from Celtic Order as they make their way on the run downhill. Double 10 by 4 to 5 now to the second running Celtic Order. Macklehatton's in third, and they're being followed at 4 by 4. There's a Libra mistake. Macklehatton at number 3. I was out jumped by It's Just the Way I Am there. They're being followed next up in the field as they make their way on the uphill climb that's going to take them back towards the next fence they'll be jumping by If the Shoe Fits, and last of all is Tourmaline. Making their way now on towards fence number 4, and as they do so, out front it is Double 10 by a couple of lengths to the second running, and Double 10 was untidy out over it. Back in second is Celtic Order. They in turn have been followed back in third by It's Just the Way I Am around the outside, improving into second. Is running quite keen in the hands of Ella Herbison. They're being followed back in fourth by Forza Libra. Macklehatton comes next, being followed then by American Trio. Spot the grey cap. Next up and behind them then races If the Shoe Fits, and last of all is Tourmaline. Up to past the post, still 2 complete circles all ahead of them, and out front it is Double 10 and Dunlow Connor, who shows the way, being chased in second spot by It's Just the Way I Am and Ella Herbison. Riding behind these in third is Celtic Order and Jamie Scallon, being tracked by Macklehatton and Luke Murphy. Forza Libra and Barra O'Neill are next, being followed then by American Trio and Joanne Corish, with If the Shoe Fits and Frankie Murphy, who's last but one. Last of all is Tourmaline and James Murray. Racing on through the gap on their way towards fence number 7, and over in front with the advantage on touching down it was Double 10 from the second running It's Just the Way I Am in the yellow jacket, as they make their way now around the bend. That's going to take them on the downhill run into the back straight, and out front Double 10 It's Just the Way I Am down the inside. They're opening up the best part of 20 lengths clear over the third running Celtic Order. Back in behind these then as they continue to make the downhill run into the back straight as the leaders prepare to rise at fence number 8 at the bottom of the track. And It's Just the Way I Am has gone on by 3 to in second spot Double 10. There's 20 back to Celtic Order in third. They've been followed by Macklehatton. Just in behind these then is Forza Libra, with further back in the field then to find American Trio. If the Shoe Fits is last but one, and last of all continues to be Tourmaline. Continuing the uphill climb on their way towards fence number 9. We'll two out in the circuit's time, and out front It's Just the Way I Am under Ella Herbison for the Sewer Gorman yard. Has the advantage from Double 10, one of 2 runners for Cormac Doyle. Double 10 got tight to that but survives. Back in third behind these then races Celtic Order. They're being followed over by Macklehatton. Just in behind these is Forza Libra. A few lengths for a break then to find the grey jacket of American Trio, the second of the Cormac Doyle runners. As the leaders have already climbed out over the fence, will be the last of the circuit's time, and they're racing up to past the post. And out front It's Just the Way I Am, with a circuit to race and 5 more fences and all to be jumped in the Halo tyres and bathrooms and MSK SilverSands sponsored 4-year-old action Maiden. It's Just the Way I Am by about 2 lengths to Double 10 in second spot. There's 15 lengths or more back to Celtic Order, who's sitting in the third position with Macklehatton around his outside for company. Next up and behind these then races Forza Libra, who in turn is followed over by Tourmaline. He's passed 2. Those are American Trio, and last of all is If the Shoe Fits, who's under a slight drive. Racing on through the gap and out over the fence that was fourth in the finish, It's Just the Way I Am, who with the advantage from the second running Double 10, as they now begin to make their way into the bend that's going to take them downhill into the back straight. And It's Just the Way I Am from Double 10 in second spot. Back in third behind these then is a much closer Celtic Order in company with Hatton. Right in behind these is Fortis and Libra. They in turn are clear over the next one racing, which is Tourmaline. Racing on now towards the third last fence at the bottom of the track, and it's just the way I am over in front with the advantage from Double 10. Celtic Order's gone into third, and they're being followed by Hatton with Fortis and Libra just in behind these. Tourmaline is next in front of Is the Shoe Fits. They're going further and further clear of American Trio, beginning to make the climb on the other uphill run towards their second last fence, and it's still just the way I am to be caught. Being followed back in second spot by Double 10. Celtic Orders in third, being followed by Hatton in fourth. Tourmaline runs on into five, racing on towards the second last fence, and it's just the way I am. Crashed out to the top but survives, and there's a couple of lengths of advance over Double 10. Back in third behind these is Hatton, who's trying to stay on but straightening on up towards their 15th and final fence, and it's just the way I am who has the advantage and has crashed out to the top and is on a seated at a Harbison with a race at her mercy, and on the run up towards the line it's going to hand the advantage to Double 10 and Donald O'Connor. Double 10 will take the 4-year auction Maiden in slightly fortuitous circumstances from second Hatton. Back in these then was Celtic Order. They've been followed in next to by Tourmaline, and they were chased in then by American Trio, and the final one to go by was If the Shoe Fits. Good news out of Harbison to her feet.